We serve the world in Lionism. We serve the nation in Lionism. We do our best to help the poor and give them joy.
My name is Lion Timladi Amadi. I'm the present outgoing president of Ota Diamond Lions Club in Ota, Ogun State, under District 404B1, Nigeria. I had this face shield on because of the current COVID-19 pandemic, in which Lions Club has really contributed their quota to the Nigerian government by supporting the government with $10,000 in palliative to the government of Nigeria. That's why you see me moving about with a face shield.
We do our best to help the poor and give them joy. We give the poor.
Sometimes in 2014, my life was all about work and family. I barely had time to recreate, to socialize, or do anything other than work. I had like 5 companies. I was the HR manager. Even outside the country, I was supervising and monitoring so many people of different races under me. So a friend came to me one day and said, "Why are you living this kind of life? Just home, office, then back home. Why don't you meet people? Why don't you socialize?" And I was like, wow, that wouldn't be a bad idea. But if I have to socialize, it has to really impact the community. I just don't want to go to a social club where we just dance and do all sorts. And she said, wow, that she's a member of a Lions Club. And I said, Lions Club? Lions? Well, are you people lions? And I said, no. That they impact their community and they help the less privileged. And I was like, wow, I don't mind joining such. And she introduced me to a Lion member then, now my club member, Lion Latif Diso. So he came to my office and we spoke, and he said, wow, I'm already seeing the Lion spirit in you. I think you would be good to join our club. And that was how I joined Lions Club.
And give them joy. In Lionism, we help the depressed, we sacrifice.
Lions Club has benefited me in so many ways than one. Lions Club has made me a more sociable person. It has educated me more. I had, before Lions Club, gone for a lot of seminars and trainings on how to be a good human resource person, but Lions Club brought out the leadership in me through the trainings I attend. I think every year since I joined the Lions Club, I've been going for officers trainings, and my RLI too was icing on the cake for me. So many. It has made me know that there are actually different characters of human beings that you've got to manage and adapt with and cope with. Lions Club has really given me the platform to showcase myself.
We do our best to help the poor and give them joy.
Service to humanity to me means service to God, firstly, and it also means me doing the best I can to ease lives of those that can't really do much by themselves. It also means me contributing my quota to the society, what I feel governments cannot do all alone, to also assist in trying our best to fill the gap for the government.
Come and join Lionism, come and join Lionism, and give some solace where there's need. Come and join this noble club, come and join Lionism.
As it says, charity begins at home. I looked at my immediate surroundings, my home, and felt, what is it that I would really love to change happening around me? And the first thing that came to my mind was breakfast for school pupils. And that evolved out of the fact that my children don't like eating before going to school in the morning, before the school bus comes to pick them. And I felt there will be other children out there, either because their parents can afford to feed them before going to school, or because just like my children, it's too early for them to eat before going to school. And I decided, it would be a lovely thing to assist the government in creating breakfast for school pupils, because as we all know, breakfast happens to be the most important meal for the day. So that was the first thing I had in mind. And then during my year, before my year, we had only had one service chairperson per year. And during my year, I felt, okay, I want this year to be all inclusive. So I sat down and felt I would really love to have different chairpersons for all the programs, the activities we were going to be carrying out. And I decided that, I started that, and I picked the people to work as either I had a service chairperson, but I also had a chairperson for the site, for the feeding the hungry, for environment. So I had all those chairpersons. Again, with this, so the feeding of the school pupils we were able to do about twice a month, and we were able to cater for more than 300 pupils every time we go to the school. And you find the school pupils excited to have the breakfast. During my year also, we created the traffic stand for the traffic wardens. We saw the need to have that right at the toll gate at Ota, and we did that. During my year, during the diabetes time, I said, okay, the district was organizing their diabetes activity. I said, what can Ota Diamond as a club do to impact on a different level? And with my service chairperson, we decided to go to a community across the river in Odo. And I must tell you, aside every other activities that blew my mind, that was a risky one, and it really blew my mind. I'm happy I went through that. That gave us it was like it showed us to the limelight that what these lions that could cross the boats to go to a community across the rivers, and the community were blessed. They were so happy. They had never heard anything about Lions Club, and right there and then we had people that were saying, we would like to join your club. During my year again, I was able to impact a community where a woman that was selling stuff beside her house lost her husband, and the husband's corpse was left in the morgue for about a month or two, and we got to hear about that, and we decided to assist her in burying her husband, her late husband. We did that, and that earned us members from that community who wanted to join Lions Club. During a meeting, we decided on what our legacy project should be, and we decided to build a clinic. So we set out our team to go around the communities around us in Ota, and see where we can build them a clinic. And that's how we went to Emiko community. We saw they were in dire need of a clinic, and we decided to build them a clinic. And the community gave us Lions Club, Emiko Lions Club. They were all happy to see what lions were doing in the community. They were happy to see us get to the community with our yellow jackets, and we're like, wow, what does it take for them to join? That they're happy we're able to come to their aid, and we said, doesn't cost you anything to be a Lion member. All you need to have is the heart to serve. And they said, wow, that they won't mind having a Lions Club in their community. And that's how we set out, and Erinko Community Lions Club came to birth. So in that way, we're able to impact several communities during my tenure. The feeding of the school pupils, we took it to different communities during that time. The clinic, the widow, the Odon, diabetes screening that we had to go do across the rivers, and so many other activities. The environment, where we had to plant trees, where we had to take care of the cleaning of a particular area in Ota. We did that during a sanitation cleaning day in Ota, and so many other impacts that we're able to create.
Come and join Lionism, come and join Lionism, and give some solace where there's need. Come and join this noble club.
The legacy I'd like to leave behind is that of the president that was all inclusive. It was my tenure that we had different chairpersons, and that showed that I expect the president coming to include everybody in his team. I would also like to leave behind the legacy of the president that had a signature activity. That's the feeding of the school pupils, where we had to feed the school pupils every month, irrespective of all other service activities we had to carry out that month. I would also like to leave the legacy of the president that overcame our fears of crossing the rivers and went ahead to service humanity by crossing Odon rivers in Ota. And also a president that, despite all the challenges I faced, I was still able to push ahead and move our great club to a greater height.
Come and join Lionism, come and join Lionism, and give some solace where there's need. Come and join this noble club.
What is next for me is to move to the background and help push ODLC, help push Lions Club, help bring in more people to join us, because we are not enough. We can never be enough. In every community, it is my dream that we plant Lions Club to help the people of the immediate environment in that community. So I use this medium to call everybody watching me that are no lions that it's a very sweet thing to help humanity. It's a very good and rewarding thing. You will feel satisfied at the end of the day when you are laying down in your bed and thinking, yeah, I did this today to help humanity. So I enjoin all to join us.
Come and join Lionism, come and join Lionism, and give some solace where there's need. Come and join this noble club.
We fed nothing less than 250 pupils. This she did for 12 months. We chartered a club, a new club, even with a Leo club alongside. And in that community, she initiated a health center, which has given more glory to Lions Club International in that community. She's such a person you can't say, this is where Temilade is. She always thinks well ahead. She's a go-getter. Whatever she wants, she gets.
For the glory of God, we try our best to feed 300 people in any school we went. We try our best to show our impact in any community we visited during our tenure. That day a great privilege for me to work with her as third female president. I love her so much and I respect her so much.
I call on everybody to come on board and let's take Lionism to greater heights in Nigeria. Government can't do it alone. We need Lions Club in every community all around us. Come and join us. Come and join us. Lionism is for you and me. Come and join us. Thank you.